The state government has criticised Melbourne Water for failing to give people adequate warning about sewage released into the city's rivers during the freak rainstorm earlier this month. The downpour overloaded the system, forcing the Water Authority to open emergency outlets. But as Danny Morgan reports, residents in affected areas knew precious little about it.
Melbourne's beaches have never been famous for their water quality.
It's not a good feeling if you know that it's dirty.
But after a storm, it seems it's worse than normal.
Some itchiness and you can feel like your skin become a bit red. I don't know what it was, but I felt uncomfortable being there.
When Melbourne copped a massive downpour earlier this month, the city's sewage system didn't cope. Melbourne Water says it had no choice but to release sewage into rivers and drains and eventually out into the bay.
If you get sewage backing up into people's properties, that's a much better option to spill that into the environment in a controlled way.
Environmentalists say they understand sewage must be released in times of exceptional rainfall, but they're angry the move was buried in a press release.
I shouldn't have to trawl through press releases on the Melbourne Water website to find out what's going on.
Melbourne Water says by the time the sewage reached rivers like the Maribyrnong and the Yarra, it would have been heavily diluted. But environmentalists say the public still needs to be properly warned.
Where was the radio? Where was the TV? To make sure that people weren't going to get sick.
The Water Authority admits its communication needs work.
We weren't saying perhaps which waterways that was going into, what local areas are being affected, so I think there's no doubt we can probably improve that.
The state government says Melbourne Water failed to adequately inform the community and needs to improve its communication procedures. Danny Morgan, ABC News, Melbourne.